title is Abandoned Gas Station. Once upon a time, in a small, desolate town in the middle of nowhere, three friends named Mike, Sarah, and Jake found themselves stranded at an abandoned gas station. Their car had sputtered to a halt, its fuel tank running on empty, and there was no sign of civilization for miles around. The sun was setting, casting eerie shadows over the rusted pumps and dilapidated convenience store. It was a place that had long been forgotten by time. With shattered windows and graffiti-covered walls, the friends felt a chill run down their spines as they realized they were the only souls in this desolate place. They decided to explore the abandoned gas station, hoping to find a phone or some means of help. As they wandered through the eerie silence, they noticed strange, disturbing symbols painted on the walls. It was as if someone had been trying to ward off evil spirits. As the darkness deepened, their anxiety grew. Suddenly, they heard a faint, haunting sound, like a whisper carried by the wind. They froze, their hearts pounding in their chests. It was the sound of someone singing a mournful tune. The friends exchanged nervous glances, realizing that there was someone else in this forsaken place. Following the eerie melody, they cautiously made their way to the back of the gas station, where they found a hidden entrance to an underground chamber. There, they stumbled upon a shocking discovery: a makeshift living space with blankets, tattered books, and candles. And there, sitting in the dim light, was a man they hadn't noticed before. The man was singing a haunting song, and his eyes were filled with a mixture of sorrow and madness. He looked up at them, and they could see that he was disheveled and covered in dirt. It was clear that he had been living in this underground chamber for a long time. As they approached him, the man's demeanor changed. He became agitated and started muttering to himself, his words incomprehensible. The friends realized that they were in the presence of someone who was deeply disturbed. Fear washed over them as they began to piece together the truth. This man, the abandoned gas station's mysterious inhabitant, was not just a lost soul. He was a killer. His lair was filled with evidence of his gruesome crimes. Terrified and desperate to escape, Mike, Sarah, and Jake slowly backed away from the deranged man and fled the gas station. They ran through the darkness, their hearts pounding, until they finally reached help. The police arrived at the scene, and the killer was apprehended. It turned out that he had been hiding in plain sight, using the abandoned gas station as a cover for his horrifying acts. The friends had narrowly escaped a nightmarish encounter with a serial killer in the most unlikely of places, a desolate gas station in the middle of nowhere. Their ordeal served as a chilling reminder that evil could lurk in even the most forsaken corners of the world. The friends had narrowly escaped a nightmarish encounter with a serial killer in the most unlikely of places, a desolate gas station in the middle of nowhere. After their harrowing experience, they couldn't shake the feeling of dread that had settled over them like a dark cloud. In the days that followed, the trio cooperated fully with the police investigation. The authorities discovered a gruesome history of the killer's activities, with evidence linking him to a string of unsolved disappearances and murders in the region. The small town's residents were shocked to learn that such a malevolent presence had been living among them for so long. As the case unfolded, The friends became reluctant local heroes, their story dominating the headlines. They were hailed as brave survivors who had exposed a monster hiding in their midst. However, the attention and the trauma of the experience took a toll on them. They couldn't escape the nightmares that plagued their sleep, and the gas station's haunting memory lingered in their minds. Despite their newfound fame, they yearned for a return to normalcy. They decided to put the horrifying incident behind them and sought solace in each other's company. The bond they had formed during their terrifying ordeal grew even stronger, serving as a source of support and healing. Months passed, and life slowly returned to a semblance of normalcy for Mike, Sarah, and Jake. They found comfort in the mundane routines of their daily lives, cherishing the moments of peace and safety. The abandoned gas station became a distant memory, a nightmare they wished to forget. However, the experience had left an indelible mark on their souls. They couldn't help but be more cautious, more aware of the darkness that could hide behind even the most ordinary facades. The trio had learned that true horror could be found not only in the far reaches of the world, but also in the shadows that lurked closer to home. In the end, the friends emerged from their harrowing encounter with a newfound appreciation for life's fragility and the strength of their friendship. Their shared experience had forever changed them, serving as a reminder that courage could be found even in the darkest of moments. And as they looked towards the future, they did so with a deeper understanding of the value of each day and the enduring power of their bond.